Hi there, my name is Edward and this is a video series about my mission to drop down to 100 kilograms. Now every week I come back here and I report to you, the good folks out there, about my trials and tribulations from the week gone past, and we discussed what's happening in the week coming. Enjoy the episode. Hey people, welcome back to, we're going to week 7 now, so this is pretty exciting, and every week is new and interesting and different and all that, and I hope you've all had a good week out there, and I hope that you're setting your own goals and losing weight or maintaining a good weight and just being healthy generally. So anyway, we'll start with a quick review of last week. We'll start with a downer, because this really did set the tone for the whole week, but it is what it is. My back is flared up again. So this is the sort of right base of my back. I've had issues there since I was actually a kid. It happened when I started doing a lot of sports, and the only way to sort of fix it that I found was through different exercises that focus on the lower back. So there's different calisthenic workouts. I used to swim a lot, that did help, things like that. But I've got to be careful, you know, I'm not 21 anymore, and it's important just to sort of take it one step at a time. So this week I haven't actually done any exercise, which is a real downer because everything suffers. You know, my attitude, you know, I don't get up and get really pumped in the morning, and my energy levels are, pardon me, but they're dog shit. You know, I mean, forget about Monday, Tuesday, you know, come to the end of the week that far gone from exercise, you know, it's not even struggling to get up in the morning, it's all day. I just don't have that same sort of vigor, nor do I have the clarity that I have with the exercise, because I'm sort of laser focused and happy and smiley. But anyway, I've been taking some anti-inflammatory, some special medication for it, and that's all good. And I'm feeling better. So I still feel sort of some pain there, so I don't want to go into a really serious injury, but I'm still working on it. And this week I won't do any high intensity workouts just to make sure it doesn't get worse, but I'll be doing some stuff on the bike, and I'll be doing more walking and things like that, just to make sure that I'm still on the path, and I still have the endorphins running through my body, and I don't completely lose a lot of the work I've done, especially physically. You know, I'm not gonna gain, you know, all the kilos back, but I could be in a place where it's just so hard to get back to the sort of that physical prowess, if you like, that I've built in the past couple months. So that's that. So insofar as weight loss the past week, I lost 800 grams, which is close to 2 pounds, just a little bit shy of that, which is okay. I mean, for someone who didn't do any exercise during the week, and it's really just come down to just portion control with my meals and eating the right stuff. I'm still eating these fancy meals, the pre-made ones, but they just make life easy, you know, and you just get clever so, you know, they don't get boring. You know, I've started to use things like lemon. So lemon's something I've always used as like a salad dressing. It's pretty much no calories, and it's much healthier than getting, you know, a ranch and just pouring it on top. You just lemon, you know what I mean? Get some pepper, maybe some other spices, just mix it up a little bit, make it more interesting for yourself, all that kind of stuff. So it's been good, And, you know, I felt positive about the weight loss this week, but without the blood rushing through my veins like it has been weeks past, it has been a bit more difficult to be excited about anything and everything. And you know, that's just been my test, you know, for the past week, and that is what it is. Now, one other thing I did mention I was going to do last week, which was really interesting, was I was going to start reading about health generally, and I was just going to read every day one thing. And this week I sort of went down the rabbit hole, specifically just reading on what fruit to eat. So every day I read a different article on what different kinds of fruits, and which are healthy, which are unhealthy, which had the highest calorie content, which had the most natural sugar, you know, which one were the healthiest at different times of day. And it was a really interesting education. And what's interesting is, like, I'm a history nerd, so my great loves in life are really history and film. And with history, it's always like a treasure hunt, because you're sort of going down the garden path and you looking at all these brilliant minds, and you try and figure out, well, what did happen? And then where are they making, you know, their own opinions? And with health, it was kind of like that this week. You know, there are some things that every scientist agrees on. This is like settled science. And there's other things of like, okay, so this person says this is the magic fruit, and then this one, and all that. But it was interesting. And yeah, I learned a lot, you know, and this week I'm gonna be eating a lot more berries. The antioxidants thing seems like something I really need at the moment to help just keep flushing out my system and feeling better. And I'm also gonna be eating more apples. And it has to do with sort of flushing out because of the fiber and all that kind of stuff. But that, you know, I learned a bunch about avocados and all kinds of weird stuff, but it was really, really a cool week in that regard. So what's going on for this week? Well, as I said before, you know, I am gonna be doing just a light amount of exercise this week. So I'm just gonna gonna set, a modest goal of 1 kilogram lost, because I don't wanna do something stupid like, overexert myself and really injure my back in a way that has me out for months. So, that's what I'm going for. But it should be fun, and I'll make it interesting. There's a few other just exercises I can do out in the wonderful world, and it should be a good time. This week, what I'm gonna be doing different, I'm gonna keep on reading different things about health, but this week, instead of reading about fruit, I'm going to be reading about vegetables. So that's the thing I'm going to be educating myself on this week, and I think that should be a pretty exciting another thing to learn about, so it should be good. Thanks for tuning into today's episode. Please make sure that you're setting goals in your own personal life and you're kicking ass with said goals. It's really important, and try different things. It's very easy to become stagnant, and I think it's around 80 or 85%, the number. It's like humans do about 80 to 85% of what they did yesterday. So if you keep doing that, good or bad, it's very easy to get lazy, sort of stuck in a rut. So try and do something different, and change your life and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, you have a fantastic week out there. I'm Edward, and I will see you back here soon. Until then, you take it easy.